What is the dealio, y'all? Happy Saturday. It's a new day. And today's video, we're going to talk about how you can make $250 with 5 stocks, right? I got a list of stocks. I'm going to go through them and we're going to talk about different plays that you could get into based on these 5 stocks, and you could go make $250 on Monday, okay? Now, before we get started, what I will say is the Discord is officially open, all right? It's not just a Discord, it's the Prosperity Collective. If you want to tap in with people and trade with me and Marcel on every day, okay? Every day of the week, we're going to be live trading. We're going to be trading. We're going to be sharing our plays. Click the link in the description, and we are going to be trading every day, and we're going to help you take your account. We're going to have a 1K to 50K challenge up in there. We're going to have all the information that you need in there, and it's going to be a lot of exclusive content that's not going to be on the YouTube channel, okay? So be sure to click the link in the description and join the Discord, and on Monday, we're going to start trading, all right? So with that being said, we're going to go into the 5 stocks right now. Now, the first stock we got on the list is going to be Palantir. Now, Palantir has earnings after close on Monday, okay? But here's the thing. As we're looking at this right now, we can see that it closed at 82.49, right? But Palantir hit as high as $85. Okay, and we're gonna go on the charts. Each stock we're gonna go on the charts on the daily chart, and I'm gonna show you how you can make your money. Okay, so let's start off with Palantir. Right here we got Palantir. This is on the weekly chart. All right, as we can see, we hit 85.21. So we broke past all-time highs, but we didn't close above all-time highs. We just tested a new high. All right, but as you can see, right here, it looks like a double top, but we have earnings on Monday. So what we might see is we might see Palantir. So it closed at 82.43, but it tested $85. So this right here is a $3 range. So what we might see is Palantir might open up around here or maybe a little bit lower. So it might test here at like $81, and then it might try to retouch that $85 before close, or we might see it flush down maybe to this level right here, which is like $80. Okay. Either way, right? Either way, you can make money to the upside or the downside. You just got to know which direction it's going, and you got to know your levels. All right. If we go to the 15-minute, we could see what the resistance was from Friday, which was 85.20. All right, and the support was basically right here, because that's the lower day. So on Friday, we might see it open up here. It might touch here and it could reject, or it might come down here and then try to go all the way up, break this, and then go a little bit higher. All right, so depending on how much money you leverage and how many contracts you buy, if you get a 10 to 15% return, then you could go make $250. All right. The next stock I got on the list is Amazon. Now, as you can see, Amazon has been on a uptrend. Okay. This is the daily chart right here on Webull, but we're gonna go into the charts and I'm gonna show you something, okay? But right now they're at 237.68 is where they ended up closing at, right? So let's go on the charts and let's look at Amazon. Amazon is at right now on a daily. Let's look at Amazon. Amazon is on a bull flag, right? I literally charted this out the other day, last week. Amazon is on a bull flag and it broke out. My price target was 244. All right. Now, right now, Amazon has tested this level right here, which is 238. If we see Amazon open and close above this level, then we gonna go test here, which is 240, and then we gonna go back to 241 and try to hit that 244, 243 level. Right? This is a bull flag. They've been on an uptrend. If you look at the weekly chart. Right? It looks bullish as ever. All right. So as long as it doesn't reject off of this level Monday, then and we break through it, then we go into that 241, 244 time zone. Price point. All right. So that's Amazon. Once again, when you know your levels, you get in the call. If it's holding support and it's not going below, you get in the call and you ride it up. You make your money. It's simple as that. All right. The next stock that you can make $250 with is going to be Tesla, right? Tesla just had earnings. And on earnings, they missed earnings, but they actually ended up going up. So you got to look at the upside and the downside of what's going on, right? But let's go on the charts and let's look at Tesla and see what happened. All right. So Tesla, now on the weekly chart, Tesla has a bull flag, right? So let's look at Tesla. Let's look at this breakout. So boom, from here, we got that. And then we got a flag right here. Okay. And yep, we got a flag right there. Boom. So if Tesla can get above, really a little bit lower than this level, but yeah, it's a little bit lower. Yeah. So if it breaks out of this flag right here, let's say 443. If we see it above 443, then Tesla is going to at least 488. At least 488, right? So it has to break above here. But we are at, this is on a weekly chart, right? But we're at 404 right now. So let's go to the daily chart. We're at 404 right now. So we might see, this is some selling pressure right here, but we might see Tesla try to come down here again, and it might reject, and it could blast off, or on Monday it could open up and then it could just blast off. So if we see Tesla break above like this 409, then it's going to 413, and then 417, and really like 420, right? Because the other day it just did that. It was at about 405, and it ended up blasting off. Once it passed like 408, it blasted off to 420. Okay, now once it breaks above 420, then we're gonna be open. We're gonna go to 425 and 430. Okay, so those are some of the levels for Tesla right there. Now also remember, you take your trade, you manage your risk, you understand the charts, and you get in and you get out. Don't hold on to these plays too long, because you can make money with each stock. On Monday, you can make $250 on every single stock that we just mapped out, and we got 2 more to go. All right. So the next stock that you can make $250 with on Monday is going to be Microsoft. Now, Microsoft, they just missed on their earnings, right? And they dropped. So let's look at the charts and let me show you what I see. Okay. So let's go to Microsoft. Now, this is on a daily chart. So one of two things are going to happen. So a stock can either go up or down. So this was on Wednesday. After hours, they missed earnings. They dropped all the way down on Thursday they opened up at 418 and they closed at 415. And then they gapped up at 418 and then they closed at 415, right? So there was no buying pressure on Friday, but there was selling pressure. So the stock tried to go up and then it came back down, right? On Wednesday, the stock went down and it came up, right? Which means that there was buying pressure, but the next day there wasn't any buying pressure. There was only selling pressure. So what this tells me is the stock is most likely going to be going down, and these EMAs are crossing over right here. So here's what I think could happen on Microsoft. It may open up. If it gaps down under here, then it's going to, if it opens below this 413.16 level, then Microsoft is going to 405, right? Because that's just a level. It might test right here, these little these levels right here, 410, and if it drops below that, then we're going to 405, right? These are just the levels. And so, but what it might do is, because there's a big gap right here, it might try to retest these EMAs at this level right here. But I don't think so, because that's a big jump. So Microsoft, it might try to retest these and then drop, but I don't think that it's going to do that. I think that it's going to gap down a little bit because there's negative momentum and there wasn't any buying pressure right here. It's going to come here and then it's going to drop. And we might see 405 by the end of the week. All right. But if it's to the downside on Monday, all you got to do is you just got to get in your puts and you just ride it to the downside. All right. So that's 4 stocks that you could go make $250 with on Monday. And the last stock that I'm going to give y'all is one of my favorites right now. And we're talking about Meta. All right. Meta ended at 689.18 on Friday. It beat earnings. It went all the way up to 710 on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. It tested it. It rejected off of it. Right? And then it closed at 689. And on Friday, it tried to get back to that 710. It did not reach there. It got to 705. All right? So let me show you what I see on Meta. Now, let's go to Meta. Meta looks like it could be reversing, right? We got a gap right here. It filled it on a test, on a wick, right? It filled this gap right here. Now, let's look at it. I know I got a lot of stuff on my charts. But let's look at this right here. These are some levels. So these are off the daily, but this is a level right here, 663. All right, and then we got 682. If Meta breaks below 682, then Meta could be coming down to 663 to test this level right here. If it breaks through here, then it's coming all the way down. It'll come down to like 650, 652. All right, so yeah, it'll come down about 651. All right. And then if it holds that support, then we could be, and it comes back up, then it's going to go back up to that 662, test that, and then it'll go up. All right. So on Meta, you got to be open to both sides, to puts and calls, but these are just levels. Now on the flip side, if Meta opens right here above this 686, test here, then it's going to be going to 693 to test that. If it breaks through, then we could be going back up to 705, and then we could be going to test those all-time highs again at 710. If we break past that, we might be at 720. Okay, so that's where we're at with Meta, and it's really that simple. Okay, it's really that simple. So those are 5 stocks that you can make $250 with this weekend. On Monday. So be sure to be in a Discord. Click the link in the description, and we're going to be calling these plays out, and we're going to knock it out the park. All right? So always remember, get out of your head and get into the world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. I'll see you inside the Discord. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.